And we're back to the motherfucking MCNBTV, to the fucking, let me get closer, to the Everywhere and Nowhere podcast, part 70, whatever the fuck. Yeah, we're just going to go right into it. Google doesn't give out their platform out for free. Neither does Facebook or Instagram. Or should they not? That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for that. I'm just saying Facebook doesn't let you get your full audience until you boost a post. Once you boost a post, I mean, I've heard it a lot from locals or from just I heard a lot of my friends talk about it. They can't get to their own local artists talking about how they can't get to their whole YouTube fucking Facebook fans until they paid like $20 something. And Instagram, it's like that, but it's not. TikTok, I think they all eventually will. I think they all do. They I'm so freaking lit, but we're having a good time. This is the Everywhere and Nowhere podcast, and we're just fucking, just trying to keep it together, trying to stay up, trying to let you guys know what the fuck we're even talking about. This is mostly for musicians. Said that already last time, but just letting you guys know, or anybody that's like trying to fucking be like just social media, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how. I don't even know. This is just, if this helps you out. This is not be the most entertaining podcast to listen to, but it is gonna be. I gotta listen. I gotta watch this back, and I gotta see, because this is mostly an idea. Because I really don't. You know what I'm saying? This is mostly. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to the next part. It's mostly questions. And I'm gonna look it back, and maybe I could figure it out from there. So if it's not as, I did write things down, so I will have some shit, but it's gonna be definitely me trying to pick my brain and trying to trying to. You'll hear a lot of dead spaces because I'm trying to think, or I'm just too lit. You know what I'm saying? Always got this ready, you know what I'm saying? Just a little quick shout out. You know what I'm saying? This podcast is going to be brought to you by you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We talked about a lot of things. I'm trying to figure out what's the next thing. I feel like this is going to be a whole nother podcast, so somebody's that just tuned in, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be, what the fuck is this we're talking about? It's just what's next, you know what I'm saying? I was saying how Hulu is the new basic cable, and it's you know what I'm saying, so what's the next, you know what I'm saying? Right now everybody, we think about basic cable as some fucking, like, what the fuck is even on there? Some fucking 5 channels or whatever. And just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how, from paying something versus free is always going to win. At least in, I'm just saying, accessibility, you know what I'm saying? It's free. Anybody can get it. Anybody. So. And it goes forward. They're trying to grab the attention. And I think once they've realized how to grab the attention, or they've grabbed a lot of attention, then like Google and Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that, and TikTok, they're gaining attention and gathering all these people into their application, to their social media, to their network. I basically said the same thing like 5 times. They start selling it back. They start they're figuring out that that's valuable for people like us, you know what I'm saying, because they could easily, I mean, let your post out and let everybody see them. But how does that? I mean, I guess they don't. They've realized they could sell it to you. Actually, that they'll let it. You could post it, and you can have 100 friends, but it only reach 10 of only 10 of the ones you message or something. It only get to something like that. I don't know how Facebook does it or how they do it, but it's something in that ball. Like if you have 100, for every 100, you only really reach fucking 10. One. You know what I'm saying? And I guess they filter it too. So if you don't get engagements, it's also your content. So it's our content. Like if we don't put out stuff that people don't engage in, then it blocks it from even being even seen. After 2 people just scroll by past, 3 people or 4 people scroll by past it, Facebook just shuts it down because they want you to stay on the app. They want you to stay on that application, and they want you to keep because that's how they make money. The more time that you're on these apps, the more revenue that they make. You know what I'm saying? So like watching a video, they're making money. They're always because they got people clicks. They can sell clicks or whatever. And then it's kind of what we're talking about right now. It's not whatever. It's what we're talking about right now. It's the revenue. They realize that. I mean, how long would it have taken somebody to realize that they could sell people's attention? Which is some stuff. I guess I don't know. Podcast, you could get people's attention. If you do a podcast, you get people's attention for like your samples and stuff like that. You can get resources. That's why I think a lot of people should do more podcasts. So regardless, you do a podcast. I just think a store like La Favorita down the street should fucking, a Mexican store, it should have a podcast. I don't know why. What if they have a good podcast and now they're getting, for some reason people I'm sure they're doing good. So people don't really want to, I don't know. The cost, the return on, the ROI, the return on investment. It's not high, but not high like I am. Whoa! Anyway, you guys gotta fucking check out Time Flies. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Time Flies. Speaking about Facebook, Time Flies _Sonoma. Speaking about shout outs, check it out. Gonna be getting some t-shirts in soon. Instagram, it usually has those hashtags. Everything has to do with a strategy, and hashtags. Putting hashtags that people. Boosting. I guess. Instagram had a more natural. I guess you have 100 people, you get a post. You 100 people see that post. Really, I think all your people see that on Instagram. I think Facebook bought Instagram, didn't they? It's not Facebook for them. Anyway. It's not even about apps. It's not even about this. It's about weed. This actually has to do about weed. So, it has to do because I'm trying to fucking. It has to do with music, and it has to do and trying to compare music, and literally trying to compare music, a song or just music career to planning weed. Like I'm trying to compare it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say growing. I guess it's growing. Growing weed, but it's like it's a metaphor. People. I'm not trying to. I'm not growing anything, you know what I'm saying? Especially now. Fuck. I had a bunch of seeds. It's not like I was even going to grow those. I'm just saying I could have grown, but I fucking, they're gone now. A lot of fucking seeds. I had a lot of seeds. Very good seeds, and rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Anyway. So it's not even like that. I'm just trying to compare music, and because I think music and fucking like trying to like they both grow. They're both like growing. So I'm gonna get more deeper into that and just trying to get. So it's not about just apps. It's about fuck. This is gonna be weed. This is gonna be about weed and raps. You know what I'm saying? And how a goddamn seed is like rap. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop. How they're both the same. You know what I'm saying? We'll get more into it later after this smoke break, and you know. Just because, yeah, it's like a plant. I mean, it doesn't even have to be weed. It could be just, but more specifically weed. But it's just a grow. It starts off with the seed and stuff. I'm gonna get more into it later. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this motherfucking snap in and not get too deep into it. But we're already in here. We're already deep. I don't even know how many minutes in. I don't got a timer. I got some shit written down, and the internet and how that all plays in together. Because it went from, and I'm just trying to see the timeline, trying to put a timeline on music and stuff and entertainment. You know how it went from plays to TV to the internet to phones and the attention. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly attention, and how weed is very similar to that. You know what I'm saying? How weed and its attention are like similar. How you could sell, how people sell weed the same way they sell attention or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Is it attention or is it an idea or something, stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Weed is going to be an idea, people. I'm personifying weed later in the podcast. But right now I'm talking about, you know, what the fuck. I'm trying to put a timeline on how music, or how, no, right now, just how well, in music, how that relates to music, how it relates to my music, and my music. It's not even the music, it's the career, it's the flip, it's the entrepreneur, it's the second part of being a hip hop artist, a musician. Once you got the art, once you got the art already, you know, out, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you have a plant out, you know what I'm saying? Like you already have it out. So it's like, now what do you got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Now, what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit. You could have a bunch of those plants, but what are you going to do with the plants? You're going to keep it for yourself? You're going to indulge in the plants yourself, which is fucking good. I mean, I think it's a good idea, and that comes to, because you can get an idea from it. Well, I mean, that's bad wording. I think it's a good thing for you to indulge the weed yourself, because you create an idea. Maybe not everybody, but that's how I see it. There's a lot of benefits from smoking weed, indulging weed yourself. Same thing, indulging in your own music and stuff like that. But then there comes the point where, you know, maybe you have too much, and it goes like that. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, then you start sharing your music, you start sharing stuff like that, and but it has to do with music. I'm trying to say, I'm trying to figure out what makes it so, you know, because now since they've legalized marijuana in California, and it's messed up a lot of underground, you know, growers, and because you have to pay this fucking crazy ass, I think it's around hundreds of thousands of dollars in getting your license and stuff. So it's like, I don't even know. So like underground people who don't make that much, who don't even make that much in the first place, you know, how are they gonna get a permit to legally sell? But now that they've legalized it, it's a lot of, that's for farms and stuff like that. But it's stuff like that. I want to grow weed farms and music. You know what I'm saying? I want to grow weed. I want to grow music farms. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to fucking get into. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And I think this is a good place to just, I'm going to look back at this and, you know what I'm saying? Kind of look at the film and study it and try to see if there's, I mean, it's obvious. It's just, it's always obvious. And I mean, I don't fucking know. Like 100 years, who the fuck knows what's going to happen in 100 years? But we kind of knew what was going to happen, you know? It just took a while to get there. And people are living lives and people are doing a lot of things. yeah, getting into that smoke break because what is YouTube? So we could break down like what's the next YouTube? That's what the question was, and what is the next YouTube? That's how it's a what is YouTube? We got to break down what is YouTube, and it's an online host. It's a free online host that anybody can go. It's free, and start an account. But well, it's a free video share, and you know what I'm saying. And it's only free if you have the internet, though. Internet costs money, unless you got Wi-Fi. You need a device, everything, But so it's free video share, but it kind of costs a little money to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, but anybody can use it. It's a free video share. Anybody can upload to it. At least you can go and figure it out. You don't have to own a computer, and to at least you can go to somebody else's computer and I guess upload it from there. Have somebody else upload it, and don't really have to own technology for that to be on YouTube. So I'm just trying to break down what YouTube is. It's online. It's fucking yeah, it's just fucking. And what's the next thing? You know what I'm saying? That could be. I mean, could there be a next thing, or is there a finality to like finality? Yeah, a finite life to this, like no, is there a definite like a stop, like an end to a certain thing? Like, will it just be like YouTube one, then it'll just keep being YouTube? We won't have to. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of other. There's Venmo. Sorry, people. There's like what is that one? It looks like it's Bivmo. I think that's what. Vidmo? I don't fucking know.